everybody. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of the Kayleigh G Show. I'm dressed a little differently. It's Valentine's Day week, so I figured I would give myself any reason to wear something that's not sweatpants or my outfit. But don't worry, we'll get back to that. We are nearing the end of the first season of the Kayleigh G Show, and so I figured for the next two episodes, both episode 13 and episode 14, I would recap all of the fantastic folks that I've had the great privilege of getting to speak to. I want to remind you all that this show, even though it started back in November, the planning for this show actually started over the summer. So when I first had my first guest outside of my father, Kevin Devine, I think we spoke back in July or August. So this was all still very fresh and new. So I figured for this episode, I would recap episode 2 through 7, 2 through 6, and just include extra bits of video that you maybe haven't seen before.
Cool.
Hi.
Hello.
Thanks for talking to me.
I love talking to you.
Well, I also love talking to you. And for anybody who is watching this whole thing is because of you.
You know, so we had that rehearsal for the Kenny shows 1 week before all this happens. And I was watching videos of that recently, and it was like transmissions from an alternate reality, because it was so like crazy, vibrant, funny, fun. Also like good. I forgot, like I was watching, I was like, this sounds good. Like we're like credibly covering We Are the Champions. Like that's not an easy song, and we're like actually doing it well. You guys, I was just singing, being nuts, but you, like the band actually was like doing it well.
I don't have to be afraid of being a human, and also being like, that's the thing with people who do this work, is like sometimes they've got like the holier than thou thing, and they're like, I'm really put together. Like, nah, I'm a mess sometimes, you know, and it's okay, and I don't have to be judged for it. And that's what I've gotten to see, like just by connecting with people like you and other humans on those calls. I'm like, oh right, like we all in the shit.
Talent. It's so nice to be surrounded by people who are more talented than me, you, the proverbial you.
It makes one raise the bar on themselves, does it not?
It does. It really, really, really does.
I don't know how to program drums. I'm terrible at it. Like, can you do that?
No. So I'll show you. So what I've been doing for drums is this.
When did we actually meet?
I don't know.
I don't either. I just remember you being in my life.
High school.
High school.
For sure.
Yeah. In shows, in a lot of shows. So also it makes sense that you deemed me needing like an outfit for a show, because you have seen and followed and toured, photographed my band, The Scarlet Ending, for a really, really long time. And we were very much the kind of band that had show outfits. Being able to Zoom with you and talk to other friends, even doing the show, has been an amazing opportunity to like really reconnect with people and actually have meaningful conversations, because it's like, dude, I can only talk to my dog so much. She does not understand me, because if she did, she'd stop doing some of the shit that she's doing. You are an incredible drummer. But what makes you arguably even more special is the fact that you're just like such a cool, down-to-earth, fun guy. Like you're a fun guy, but like really, so like part of wanting to be in a band with other people, and part of the allure of hiring musicians, is like you got to be fun to hang with.
Totally.
You can't be a dick. You can't take yourself so seriously that you make yourself like you're just like people are turned off by you.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
So I'll take that, and you can speed it up.
I might need the model from you.
All 4/4. They're all 4/4 or like 3/4. They're pretty awful. But I've been like taking them and cutting them up and using that to make stuff.
I mean, I was kind of cool for a second when I was a fashion photographer, and I felt fun. And then I was like, I wonder what making money would be like. What are health insurance, a 401, what? And
like, I can't even express how many good memories I've had with you guys, and it feels like we've all known each other for so much longer than we actually have.
I know.
I don't know if the internet's ready to know.
Oh yes.
But we met a long, long time ago.
It was. I believe it was what, 2005 maybe?
Probably.
In
And
Fredonia, SUNY.
I was a wee sophomore at Fredonia State and in a music business major. And you and Jeff were guest speakers at one of my classes.
What's the difference between violin and fiddle?
It's how you play it.
You got your
How you play
violin?
it. There's
Where's
a whole,
your violin?
Huh?
Where's your violin?
It's literally right here.
Gotta show me the difference.
Oh my God, I don't think I can.
I know you can.
It's like violin is like very like your hand.
You're even like you gotta just put it in there.
Oh my God.
Years I climbed like the little corporate ladder and I was like, ooh, I live in the American dream. I had the partner, the apartment, the 6-figure paycheck, and I was like, hell yes, this is what's up. And then I was like, oh, I'm so bored. I'm bored of everything, every aspect of it. Got a life coach, which I'd religiously made fun of, and she kicks ass. I'm obsessed with her. She just like read me all the time and like had me get into like some nooks and crannies that I didn't want to look at. And I was always really judgmental of the spiritual world. And then before I knew it, she was like, I think you should go try breath work. And I was like, what? Like
10 years later, when we were in our first rehearsal together, that you're like, I think you came to my class in Fredonia.
How weird was that?
Very weird.
I was like, shit, I don't know how to tell him this because this definitely happened.
Like I was always thinking like, I hope I never run into anybody that was in that music class, let alone play band with them.
Ken went to the emergency room on Friday, took him in, got a physical exam, x-rays, blood work. I have a perfectly healthy dog, no blockage, whatever. The more I think about it, the more I think he was trying to work something out and like choked on spit and then got scared that he couldn't breathe and then maybe had an anxiety attack.
Panic attack or an anxiety attack.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I have been there and these are the signs.
He basically did something that I did last week. Yeah.
You choked and then freaked out because you were choking. Yeah, on your own spit.
Yeah. I feel like everyone since March at some point has had a couple of those episodes, and now it's just Ken's turn.
And I think most people were just so busy, you know, we were constantly on, you know, the move, doing something, showing up for this party, bachelorette party, wedding, weekend, partner, family, and now we're all forced to go and be like, okay, well, what's happening on the inside? What is it that I actually need to be okay and to thrive? And what are those basic needs? And can I provide them for myself? And it's a humbling experience to take a look at it and realize sometimes you can't, and you have to ask for help, and you need to lean on friends and family and, you know, professionals.
Some hybridized version of like normal, which who knows what that will be. I think I am going to be one of the people that's like a little slow climbing out of the bunker. Like I might be like, maybe I'll just be in the bunker. Is that cool?
I mean, by the time this whole thing is over, there will be new seasons of television shows, so I will not need to leave.
I don't want to say this because I don't like the idea of hope that things are going to get back to normal, because I've abandoned it. I don't think about going back to touring anymore. Like, she left, she's gone. I am moving on with my life, with my computer and with my stuff at home, and with my new ability to be like the, you know, Bucks County's Rick Rubin and make music in my basement with this. And so I'm going to revolutionize that. And I don't even think about touring anymore. Or I do a lot, but I'm not worried about it. And I'm not waiting for it to come back. I'm going to make this as cool as I had the opportunity to make that for myself. And then if that ever comes back, I don't even want to think about it. I don't want to think about it. It hurts me. It fucks me up. I could cry thinking about it.
I can't express how much I appreciate all of you who have watched the show, tuned into my Twitch, rooted me on as I've started navigating life as a musician in 2020 and 2021. There's such a great reliance on the internet and all of these things that I'd never known anything about. And between the Patreon and the Discord and Twitch, I just am feeling overwhelmed with the amount of support and kindness and generosity that I've experienced from all of you. I am so grateful for this community and the community that we've created in doing this. So I'm not going to actually do a song this week. I am doing my first live stream for my Patreon. So if you are interested in tuning into that, link is right here. And also, I have so many new things in the works. I can't wait to share them with you. Next week, we'll be recapping the second half of the episodes. It's also my birthday week, so I'll try and figure out some extra special fun things we can do on the internet. Until then, please take care of yourselves and each other. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
I freak out the other night, and I was like, we need to make meatball subs. So I went to Trader Joe's, and then I went to the Stop and Shop to get the bread and the daya. And I
They
got
have
the
good cheese
butter.
too.
What's that?
Trader Joe's has good vegan cheese now too.
They just start I couldn't find one for the first few months of this goddamn pandemic, but now I've started to find it. But I like the taste of daya.
Which one?
The cheddar.
Cheddar's so good.
It's so good.
I like it more than BioLife, which is same. Yeah.
And the Violife is really good.
Yeah. I didn't expect to like Daya more. I did not expect it.
Yeah, it's very good. But then we get, I don't know if you had the Miyoko's butter yet.
I have not.
That's so good. So I put the butter on the bread, then I put garlic powder, then I did the meatballs, then I did the sauce, and it was like.
Did you toast it?
Oh my God, yes.
Can I come over?